Hello everyone, I'm Shweta from Sunshine Academy. In this section, today I'm going to discuss about the principles of management from the subject business studies. So you can view my PPTs for very clarity for understanding business studies. Okay, what here I've given the red marks which we support you to keep in your mind. It will be acting as in keywords for just in remembrance. Okay, so today I'm going to start with the second chapter of your business studies, that is principles of management. One second. Okay, so the first thing, let us know what is principles of management. Okay, first we need to know what is principles of management. See, principles of management means it is a statement of basic truth. It is a statement of basic truth which gives them general guidance to the managers. We support them to take a right decision at a right time and action. Here the action includes, so where in a business we'll be having various departments. How these various departments has to be maintained. For maintenance, right time, right decision has to be taken by the manager. For taking right decision, these principles of management will give the guidance. So we call it as a statement of basic truth. Okay, this is a meaning of principles of management. So next we are learning what are the characteristics of principles of management. The first characteristic is universally applicable. See, the principles of management can be applied whether it can be applied in business or in non-business, small business or in large business, either it is in private sector or maybe the public sector. In all the different types of business, this principles of management is universally applicable. Okay. Second one, general guidance. See, the principles of management will be act as a general guidance to the managers. General guidance to the managers, because these principles of management will be given to the managers. According to the principles, the management will be acting in the business. So it gives a general guidance to the managers how the business can be handled without having much of risk. Okay. Third one, formed by practice and experimentation. See, these principles of management is not created blind within blind folder. Okay, it is created based on certain experience and collective opinion of all the managers. These principles of management has been created. Okay, next. Point number 4, flexible. See, these principles of management can be altered, can be changed according to the situations. We will judge the situations and we will start implementing principles of management. So we call POM as in flexible. Next, these principles of management purely based on human behaviors. Okay, to create and positive thoughts, the positive views in the minds of the employees, this POM will always support us. Okay, to in order to remove the negativity and increase the positivity in a working field, POM is required. And the next point is cause and effect relationship. Always principles of management support us to find causes along with that finding of effect. So we call it always build a relationship called as cause and effect. Here, cause means problem, effect means solution. Here I give an example. See here, the cause is rain. Okay, to overcome from the rain, we are using umbrella. So this is called as cause and effect relationship. I've given one more example. See, cause is the value of raw materials is increasing. Okay, so for that, what we do, the effect, we will collect an opinion from suppliers. Okay, so we will collect a quotation from the suppliers. We will evaluate the quality and price. Based on that, we will give order and we will purchase it. We know the problem and for finding solution, POM is required. Contingent. So in a working place, some of the employees will work together and some may not. Some people may not work together. So in order to this POM will support us to how this can be implemented in all implement on all the types of employees. Okay, that is called as contingent. So these are the characteristics of principles of management. So now we are learning what are the significance of principles of management. The first significance of management is It provides managers with useful insight into reality. Insight means POM will give an insight to an managers. It will give an guidance. It will give, and it will be in the beginning we told principles of management is a statement of basic truth which gives a general guidance. That general guidance is called as insight. That insight will be turned into an reality by giving guidance to its employees. Okay, so this insight will always support everyone to gain knowledge, increase their ability, and understanding the reality. For all this, there is a need of principles of management. Second point, optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. So here, optimum utilization of resources means use of these four M's: men, machine, material, and money. So these are the resources of an organizations. Okay. See, these resources should be managed effectively. The managing these resources effectively is called as effective administrations. We have manpower up to what extent we can use manpower, up to certain extent we can use it. That is an effective administration. We have in machineries properly, the machineries has to be managed, handled. Okay. So next we have in materials. Then limited, we need to use the materials up to what extent effectively we can use them. So money. So when we have in money, we need to focus and we need to control up to what extent unwanted expenses can be reduced. So managing this, all the four things is called as effective administration. For knowing this, for effectiveness of administration, the principles of management plays a very important role. The next one is scientific decision. See, POM helps in scientific decision through logic rather than blind faith. So decisions are free from bias and prejudice. So whatever the decision here we take, be scientifically proven. Okay, blindly we are not going to take any kind of decisions. Okay, next point. Meeting changing environment requirements. So, okay. So a POM always support us whenever the environment changes. We need to accept those changes and we need to run the show. For that, POM will support us. For example, we have a more demand for the sugar. Okay, when we have a demand, we need a more number of employees for finishing the production process. If you have one person, so it will be very difficult to handle the different stages and fulfill the task. Okay, when we have a demand, we need to fulfill the task. We fulfill the demand in the market. Okay, increasing the demand is an environment where the working process will changes. When we have more demand, we will work more. When we have less demand, we will work less. Okay, so we need to focus on the important thing is whenever there is a changes in the environment, we need to accept those changes and we need to adjust to the changes. Okay. Next, fulfilling social responsibilities. See, POM always support us to give certain welfare to the society, like paying a fair remuneration to an employees. We are giving value to our customers and we are caring to our environment through following friendly environmental production process. So like that, your POM also focus towards fulfilling the social responsibilities. And the next one is managing training, education, and resources. Okay, see, management training in the sense whoever has got and post graduations or degrees. So these people they will start studying. In their studies, whatever the knowledge they gain, that will be implemented towards an POM. So this POM always principles of management support us to fulfilling the needs of a society. This is one part of your second chapter. The second chapter, the next one is Tylor Scientific Management. Here we have in Frederick Winslow Tylor. He has published the book called as Principles of Scientific Management in the year 1911. And he is called as a father of scientific management. According to him, he specifies scientific management means first, if I am the manager, I should know what my employees should do and seeking them, they are doing in a best and cheapest way. This is a definition given by F.W. Tylor. Okay, so here he focus more on employees. For as a manager, first I should know what work I should assign to my employees. Once I got to know what my employees should execute, that all the work has to be executed in the cheap and best way. Okay. Now we are learning what are the principles of FW Tyler's. Okay. The first scientific management rule is science, not rule of thumb. So in case of science, not rule of thumb, we are focusing on our practice. This practice includes in common sense. So here we are not focusing on any kind of theory. We are focusing on the practical part of your business. When we are focusing on practical, we need to find the best method to save employees energy, time and materials. So that is called as science, not rule of thumb. So here if we are not focusing on one part, is we are not focusing on theory, we are focusing on practical execution. When you are practically executing, we need to find the best method for executing our task. So when we are executing, we need to focus, we need to save the employees' energy, time, and materials. Taking and right, finding a best method for executing is called as science, not rule of thumb. Second point, harmony, not discord. See, harmony means peace of mind. Working environment always should be peace of mind. So that is called, that peace of mind is called as mental revolution. Okay, so when we have a mental revolution in the business, when we have a peace of mind in a working place, definitely the employees will work within full-heartedly, and definitely the business will grow in the future days. So it should not there should not be any kind of discord in the business. Okay, cooperation, not individuals. See, all the employees should work within cooperation. See the picture. All these are acting in the same, but only this person is a different actor. Okay, business should not be like this. Business should be like common. Okay, there should be a cooperation among all the employees. There should not be an individualism in the business. Development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Up to what extent employees will be having the capacity towards dedicating their services. Here, the company has to give complete freedom to an employees. Up to what extent they can work. That freedom always support us to growth in an employees. When the employees grow, definitely the organization will also grow. Okay, and we should assigning of work according to their physical and mental capabilities, and we need to give and trainings, and we need to give and rewarding promotion, higher wages. So these are the things will motivate an employees up to what extent they can dedicate. Up to that extent they can dedicate and they can do the performance. Okay, so these are the four principles as been given by FW Tylers. This is an important question for 4 marks. Okay. And we are learning few of the aspects given by Tylers. The first one is method study. So finding a best way to executing the task or executing the job is called as method study. Here we need to find which method will be suitable for executing the task with less burden, with less prices. So finding the best method is called as method study. And the next one is motion study. Motion study always will focus on doing some activity like lifting, putting objects, sitting, and changing positions. So this kind of actions are called as motion studies. And time study. It is conducted to determine the standard time required to perform a well-defined job. So for performing each and every job, what is the standard time required? Evaluating that is called as time study. Fatigue study. So it is conducted to determine the amount and frequency of rest intervals in completing a task. See, when an employees are working, we need to give certain intervals to regain their energy. Okay, here we need to think. So, what should be an interval rest period for an employees? Finding that is called as fatigue study. Okay, these are the four aspects I have been given by the Thalus. Okay, and last part we are learning from the second chapter is Philo's principles of management. Okay, see, Philo is an engineer and management theorist. So based on his experience, he has developed 14 principles, and he is also called as father of general management. He is called as father of general management. And we are learning what are 14 principles given by Henry Folios. Okay, the first one is division of work. So division of the work means, see, your task has to be given to an employee. Similar specification task has to be given to an employee, but the employee should have interest in that field. When they have an interest in the field, specified job has to be given to an employee. When they give a specified job to an employee, they keep on doing executing the same thing. When they keep on doing a same thing again and again, they become perfect. They become specialized person in a particular area. That is how the work has to be divided among their employees. That is called division of work. Second one is authority and responsibility. So for every managers, we need to give the authority. When we give an authority, we will assign responsibility to an employees to perform the task. Okay, when we give authority, responsibility also to be given to. So we were discussing about authority and responsibilities. Authority and responsibility should be given for fulfilling the task. And discipline. See, working in working place, we know what are the work has to be executed. See, in a working environment, the work which has to be executed, only those kind of official works has to be executed, not the personal things has to be executed in the working place. Okay, that kind of discipline has to be maintained in a working environment. When we maintain discipline, definitely the quality and quantity in the productions will be increased. Okay, that has to be followed in a business. Next, unity of command. There should be one person for giving the command to all the employees. So that supports to avoid confusion in the minds of the employees, and then that supports to fulfill the task in the business. Unity of directions. Okay, there should be a one person, there should be one boss and one plan for executing. There should be one boss and one plan for executing. That is called unity of direction. Subordination of individual interest to an general interest. Every individual will be having their own interest. Every individual will be having their own personal interest. If the company fulfills its all personal objectives, definitely those employees will focus towards achieving the objective of organization. That is called as general interest. Okay. Next, remuneration of employees. For the employees, fair remuneration has to be given. So the dedication, the service, what they do towards growth of an organization, that much of fair remunerations to has to be given to an employees. Centralization and decentralization. Decision taking authority will be in the hands of one person is called as centralization. I'm repeating, this is an important question. Decision taking authority will be in the hands of one person is called as centralization. Decision taking authority will be in the hands of all the employees. That is called as decentralization. Decision in one hand is called as centralization. Decision in all the employees will be called as decentralization. Okay, next one is scalar chain. Always the authority and communication will flow from top level to middle level to lower level. That is called as scalar chain. You will get question for 2 marks. What is scalar chain? Authority and communication will flow from top level to middle level to lower level is called as scalar chain. And order. See, there should be place for everyone for doing everything is called as an order. So we know what is the responsibilities in particular place, in particular time. The work has to be executed. That is called as an order. Equity. So there should not be any kind of discrimination in gender, religion, language, caste, or nationality in an organization. We treat everyone are equal. That is called as an equity. Stability of personnel. So always we need to we must try to hold an existing employees. Okay, we terminating employees will when we terminate employees, definitely the organization growth will start declining because see the experts, experienced employees, if they go out, they will work for some other organizations. they will improve. If we want to improve, definitely the trained, experienced employee should be there in the organization. Initiative. See, initiative should be always encouraged. If any of the employees are very initiative towards working in an organization, towards growth of an organization, the complete initiative should be given for them. Okay. Next, expect the crop. So always in a working place, we need to use we instead of I. Never we should tell I word in an organizations. We means for the growth of the organizations, all employees will work. So we need to specify we worked, not I work. Okay. So this is about and second chapter. So thank you so much.